Hi, you are welcome to my channel. This wonderful channel provides you with stunning, elegant, creative and educative ideas based on computer techniques. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, consider to subscribe and make sure to hit the bell notification so that you don't miss new uploads. So let's start our tutorials for today. In this video, we will learn how to use our Ctrl key and the letter A to Z on our computer keyboard to perform some specific functions in Microsoft Word application. Now, this handy keyboard shortcut can help you to work faster and also enhance your computer experience greatly when it comes to creating of professional documents using Microsoft Word. The first keyboard shortcut key is Ctrl+A, and this is used to select or highlight all content or items in a Word document. And you can see the effect here. The next one is Ctrl+B, and this is used to bold a selected text in Microsoft Word application. So when I select this text and I hold Ctrl+B, this is going to bold the selection in this particular Word document. The next one is Ctrl+C, and this is used to copy or make a duplicate of an item in Microsoft Word application. So when I select this line of text and when I hold Ctrl+C, this is going to copy the item in the clipboard, and you can see that we have the effect in this particular area. So when I go to the home tab and in the clipboard group, we have this dialog box launcher. When I click on it, I'm going to see this copied item in the clipboard text pane. So Ctrl+C is used to make a copy of a selected text in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl+D, and this is used to open the font group dialog box in Microsoft Word. Now, when you have this dialog box, you can choose your formatting styles, your formatting tools in this particular dialog box, because this dialog box contains all the formatting styles that you want. So you can choose your font here, you can choose the font style and also your font size, and you are going to see the preview in this particular pane if you have a selection of a text. So when I click on OK, you can see the effect applied to the selection of this text in this particular document. So Ctrl+D is used to open the font group dialog box. The next one is Ctrl+E, and this is used to align a selection of text to the center of a Word document. So if I select this text and I hold Ctrl+E, you can see that this text is aligned to the center within this particular Word document. The next one is Ctrl+F, and this is used to open the find text pane. Now when you hold Ctrl+F, you are going to have this navigation pane, and this is the find text pane, and you have this search box. You can search for any item in your Word document. So if I want to search for theme, you can see that I have a preview here where we have 12 results, and theme is being highlighted with a yellow color. And if I want to apply some changes to this particular search, I can apply it in this particular Word document. So Ctrl+F is used to open the find text pane in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl+J, and this is used to open the GoTo dialog box. And when you have this GoTo dialog box, you have these options here where you can choose heading, object, equation. You have so many options here, page. So if I want to move to heading, I click on heading and also type the number of heading in this particular box. So if I want to move to heading 2, I type number 2 and then I click on GoTo. And now you can see that my cursor has moved to heading 2. If I want to go back to heading 1, I just change the number from 2 to 1. Then I click on GoTo. And you can see that the cursor has moved to heading 1. So Ctrl+J is used to open the GoTo dialog box in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl+H, and this is used to open the replace dialog box. And when you have this dialog box, you can find for an item in this particular document and replace it with another item. Now currently we have this theme here, so let's try and click on replace all. You can see that Microsoft Word has done all the replacement, and it said we have what, 12 replacement. So when you click on OK, you can see that the theme has been replaced by alpha in this Word document. So Ctrl+H is used to open the replace dialog box. The next one is Ctrl+I, and this is used to make a selection of a text italic in Microsoft Word application. So if I select this line of text and I hold Ctrl+I on the keyboard, this is going to make this selection italic in this particular Word document. The next one is Ctrl+J, and this is used to justify a selection of a text. So if I select these two paragraphs and I hold Ctrl+J on the keyboard, this is going to justify this selection of text, and this is going to match the margin of this particular ruler in this Word document. So Ctrl+J is used to justify a selection of a text. The next one is Ctrl+K, and this is used to insert a hyperlink in Microsoft Word. So if I select this word and I hold Ctrl+K, you can see that this insert hyperlink dialog box will appear, and we can link this text to these 4 options that we have in this dialog box to an existing file, place in this document, create a new document, and also we can link to our email address. So if I want to link this text to an existing file, I can type the URL in this address box. And when I'm done, I can click on OK. Now when you come to the document, you can see that this text has been modified as hyperlink. So when I hover my mouse pointer on it, it says Ctrl+click to follow link. So if I hold my Ctrl key and click on this text, this is going to open Facebook homepage within my browser. So this is how to link a text in Microsoft Word, or this is how to insert a hyperlink in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl+L, and this is used to align a selection of a text to the left margin within Microsoft Word. Now you can see that this text is centered in this particular document. So if I select this text and hold Ctrl+L, this is going to align this selection to the left margin in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl+M, and this is used to increase the indentation of a paragraph. So if I click at the beginning of this paragraph and hold Ctrl+M, you can see that the paragraph is increasing in indentation, and that is Ctrl+M. The next keyboard shortcut key is Ctrl+N, and this is used to open a new Word document. And you can see that we have a new Word document open on our computer desktop. The next keyboard shortcut key is Ctrl+O, and this is used to open an existing file in Microsoft Word. When you hold Ctrl+O, you are going to have this backstage view, and you can see that the open command is selected, and we have the option to choose an existing file within this particular interface. So Ctrl+O is used to open an existing file. The next one is Ctrl+P, and this is used to print a Word document. So when you hold Ctrl plus P, this is also going to jump you to the backstage view, and you are going to have the print preview of your Word document, and you can configure any printing settings in this particular section, and when you are satisfied you can click on print. So Ctrl plus P is used to open the print preview and print out a Word document. The next one is Ctrl plus Q, and this is used to decrease the indentation of a paragraph, and this shortcut works vice versa of the Ctrl plus M. So if I click this particular paragraph and hold Ctrl plus Q, this is going to decrease the indentation of this paragraph, and that is Ctrl plus Q. The next one is Ctrl plus R, and this is used to align a selection of a text to the right margin within Microsoft Word application. So if I select this text and hold Ctrl plus R, you can see that this text has been moved to the right side of the Word document, and that is Ctrl plus R. The next one is Ctrl plus S, and this is used to save a Word document. Now remember, this is a new Word document, so when you hold Ctrl plus S, you are going to have this Save As dialog box, and you are prompted to give a file name to your document and also to choose a location for this particular document, and when you are satisfied you can click on Save. So Ctrl plus S is used to save a Word document. The next one is Ctrl plus T, and this is used to create a hanging indent of a paragraph. So when I click at this particular paragraph and hold Ctrl plus T, you can see that a hanging indentation has been created, and Ctrl plus T is used to create a hanging indent in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl plus U, and this is used to underline a selection of a text. So when I select this line of text and hold Ctrl plus U, you can see that underline has been applied to this selection of text, and Ctrl plus U is used to apply underline option to a selection of a text in Microsoft Word application. The next keyboard shortcut key is Ctrl plus V, and this is used to paste a copied or cut item in Microsoft Word application. Now when you go to the clipboard tag spin, we have copied items here, and this is the current item that is in clipboard tag spin. So when I click at this area and hold Ctrl plus V, this is going to paste this copied item in the clipboard tag spin. So Ctrl plus V is used to paste copied or cut item in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl plus W, and this is used to close an active document in Microsoft Word. So when you hold Ctrl plus W, this will ask you to save changes to this file, and when you click on save or don't save, this particular active document will be closed. So when I change the file name and choose the location and click on save, this active document will be closed, and we are going to have Microsoft Word program opened with an empty content. So Ctrl plus W is used to close an active document in Microsoft Word application. The next one is Ctrl plus X, and that is used to cut a selection of a text. So when I select this text and hold Ctrl plus X, you can see that this text has been cut from this original location. This item is located in the clipboard tag spin. So Ctrl plus X is used to cut a selection of a text. The next keyboard shortcut key is Ctrl plus Y, and this is used to redo an action. If I paste a content here, you can see that I have pasted this content here. If I want to redo this action, I just hold Ctrl plus Y. You can see that the redo action is taking effect in this particular Word document. And the last keyboard shortcut key is Ctrl plus Z, and this is used to undo an action. So So when I hold Ctrl plus Z, you can see that the undo action is taking effect in this particular Word document. So these are the keyboard shortcut keys, that is the Ctrl key and the letter A to Z used in Microsoft Word application. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next tutorials.